Welcome back to Riverside Royals Dynasty here on NCAA 14 College Football Revamped. We're 2-2, and this week we're going to take on the New Mexico Lobos. What is a Lobo? I don't know, some dog-looking thing? Maybe. Recruiting board. We've talked a lot about this, and we have some big visits this week. Jaquan Omatosho, receiver from San Bruno, California. Trey Watson, Brock Moore, Olu Cunningham, and Flo Kelsey. Kelsey's one where I think we ultimately end up taking him off our board. We got him in for a visit. We convinced him to fly all the way out from Rockledge, Florida, which I don't know where that is, by the way. Big state, very long state, underratedly large, I think. But it's a long trip out to California, cross country, and he seems to want other things. Wants to go to Penn State, wants to go to Ole Miss. Big news in college football today. Quinshon Judkins has entered the transfer portal. It almost seems so bizarre that he was being underused in 2023, and now it's 2024, and he's gone. Well, could always return, but we'll have to see. It usually doesn't happen, but looks like a really good linebacker. Maybe a little bit slow, but outside of that, seems to be very, very good. Tackling is especially high. I just think it's going to be really tough to get him to commit. He likes the idea of playing a lot, but our stadium atmosphere is really bad right now because we are only losing. We got to get better. Trey Watson, I would like to bring in. We got him in for a visit. We're losing points right now. I need this to go really, really well. And even then, it's going to be tough to get these guys. I like our chances on Jaquan Omatosho and maybe not Walter McCockina, but Brock Moore especially. I think we end up winning out for Ryan Cook and kicker Evan Capo Negro. Some of these other players, it's going to be a battle. See if we end up winning. Now, Olu Cunningham is an underrated recruit, I think. Only a 69 overall, which is nice. Currently looking a lot at Western Kentucky, but electric speed. 94 speed. Acceleration's maybe not the best, but coverage is okay. But we need more speed on our team. We're also losing on him. This needs to be a big visit. Needs to be a big visit. We have a couple of goals here that would be tough to accomplish, but the biggest thing today is win. We have one commit in the class. A lot of you are giving me tips on how to recruit in the comments. I've done this a billion times, I know, but with the recruiting mod, things just get a little bit more difficult, so some of those methods aren't working as well as they used to, right? And I think we're in a good spot on a few of these guys, and we're going to turn it around on some others. But you're going to lose out on more guys. The most common thing I saw in the comments was that we need to use our coach skill trees. And I agree with that to an extent because the point that, hey, Coach Dengus may be down on his luck, paying recruits, exiled from the school, comes back. He didn't lose the ability to recruit, but it is going to be more difficult to earn the trust of these potential recruits. So I'm playing it easier with these for now. But I think we might upgrade royal treatment today. So when a recruit visits your school, you now receive a bonus of 500 points. And I think that's all I'm going to do for now. Maybe we'll do the opener and the closer up to level 2. We'll get level 2 on everything. So there you go. There's the upgrade that you're looking for. It's not incredible, but it could help a little bit for sure. And that does actually also give us 500 more points to spend on some of these recruits. So definitely going to max out on some of these players that we're really trying to get. And maybe add somebody else onto the board eventually. We can just max everybody out that we're really going for right now. After this week, we can make a decision on whether or not we want to do anything else. So Joe Jones has 96 speed at receiver. Amazing route running. Why have I not been recruiting him higher? Ohio State's going after him and have the visit scheduled for sure, but he has no scholarship offers. Is this a recruitment we could get back into? I think maybe. We'll put 430 points on him. I think it's worth it just to see. New Mexico's an 81 overall. Better offense, better defense. As we've kind of experienced throughout this, it's a lot easier to score, and it doesn't mean it's easy necessarily, but it is easier than actually stopping the opposing offense. And They run the ball like crazy. Although they've also passed it well. But 190 rushing yards a game is a lot. That's a lot. They average over 400 yards per game. Well, we'll see if we can slow them down. Up next, New Mexico, Riverside. We need it. A lot of recruits here. A win would be big. It is also important to remind you guys that we're still going to be without Daniel Belcher. He's our big-time gem recruit running back. We'll start off by kicking. And the good news is that we should have our quarterback back. This is someone who's been injured a lot for us already, but Garrett Geary will play today. Daniel Belcher, as I said, will not. We'll miss the next 2 weeks. It'll be good to get him back. In the meantime, we are starting Jimmy Gordon. He is, he's electric on the field. 82 speed is incredible. You guys know Anthony Holmes, but yeah, big time speed from NASCAR, Jimmy Gordon, but also Garrett Geary. If Garrett Geary, which is a name that's tough for me to say, if he could just stay healthy, he would really be something for us. But only 67 injury rating, I think kind of tells you why he gets injured as consistently as he does. If his passing accuracy was as consistent as him getting injured, man, we'd have a special player. And here we go. We need players to make special plays today. Need defensive backs to get interceptions and pass deflections. We've had a really, really difficult time doing that in this reboot of the series so far. You know, we took over a really bad team, and we don't have much in the way of speed. Now, Linwood Tapley, I want to say, had an interception last week. We need him to make a play again. We need this quarterback to make mistakes, and ultimately, more than anything, as I've said, we need to win. Winning games is going to be the most important thing for changing the narrative around current Riverside Royals football, and that's going to be how we recruit better and better and better. So we're just going to, keep it up, try to do what we can do, take it one day at a time, and I'll tell you what, Ronald Powers is an exceptional running back name. I like that a lot, but we need to stop him today. I need to not get caught up in that. Oh, and number 41 as well. I mean, that's just an ultimate power back. I love it. But I can't love it too much. Bird up the middle. Pass completed anyway. Linwood Tapley in pursuit. And that might be a face mask at the end. It's going to be 15 yards to the end of the play. Sure is. Well, not an idyllic start for this team. Mike Taylor with the face mask. And they already had big yardage anyway on that. So close to getting the quarterback down in the backfield. Instead, the Lobos have the ball at the 15-yard line, and I don't think we're going to get any interceptions today. We might not even be able to make any tackles today, first time. Ronald Powers could be an issue. I think we just need to press and hope that this quarterback underthrows the ball. Oh, we're going to get out there. Powers broken tackle, doesn't matter, loses a yard. That was Bird there. The Birdman flying around the field. Our hybrid safety linebacker, money backer. He's played well. I like what he brings to the table. He was definitely a nice find. He was going to play, or he is playing the role that I thought Alex Toure would play. Kind of slot corner, uses great tackling to our advantage. But I think Bird just fit that role a little bit better. And that means we can leave Toure over the top. I thought about moving him to strong safety and putting Wesley Price at free safety. But Wesley Price just plays so unbelievably well that I don't want to do anything to mess with that. He's all over the field. He makes a ton of tackles. As Nebraska, unranked, has beat number 1 Purdue. Number 1 Purdue is nuts. But, yeah, Wesley Price is a beast. We see him out here on special teams. You just want to continue to have him in a position to succeed the way he has over the course of this rebooted series. Now, he did a good job of holding the Lobos to just 3 points as Geary's going to take off. Look at the speed of this defensive tackle. Geary has the first down, though, gets 11. Don't roll back over. Don't be hurt on the first scramble of the game. Yep, he's hurt already. It didn't take... I mean, we really can't take a hit with this guy. We really can't. Because if we do, I mean, it's lights off. As Williamson's down the field. Sean Williamson straight up the gut for 27. Read option, great blocking down the field. It's IHOP, International House of Pancakes. We got that guy taking out everybody. Gotta love it. Geary's gonna miss the rest of this first quarter with a strained back. I mean, man. This guy is as injury-prone a player as I have ever seen in a franchise or dynasty, ever. We're going to keep Williamson in the game. It's working right now. He's got a lot of heart. And when you can't do anything well, I need heart. And you know what? He's got it in large supply. Quick throw. It's not so bad. Gordon just can't make anybody miss. I know the NASCAR driver is Jeff Gordon, by the way, but between Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson, Jimmy Gordon sounds like a NASCAR driver. And you know what? Maybe that was my mistake running the ball with him, is he's only capable of making left turns, and I tried to get him out in space on the move. You know, he's just not skilled enough to be able to handle more than that. Nice play there, though. 1st and 10. Might keep it on the ground. Let Gordon go straight. That could work well, but it's more read option, and it's more great blocks, and Williamson trucks ahead for a gain of 11. I mean, he's running the ball really well. Not just the one play. And I think with his speed, it's the perfect, just slow enough that every time these defenders are reading the running back instead of the QB, as we're going to get on the move and just throw it away. That was heavy pressure. But I really think he's just slow enough that they just won't account for him, which is really nice. Might go ahead and change this here. I like the idea of a check down to Gordon. Little block and release. They covered it. Williamson broken sack, and then is sacked for real. Needed to just throw it away when I had the idea. Mike Goff with the sack there. Thank God it wasn't his brother Jack. Here's 3rd and goal. It's going to check down and take our points, I think. I know that is like weak, but I don't want to turn over the football in this spot. We took a bad sack. That's okay. We just want to keep pace, though. And our kicker is actually capable of making some short field goals. I think we can play for it. Kick up, drifting, stays true, sneaks in. Field goal is good. It's 3-3. Not so bad. Not great. Not great. Should have kept it on the ground probably. Just got a little bit too stupid. One of my favorites. Now, does Bird count as a DB? Like, if an interception's made, is that a DB interception? It surely would be, right? Big play over the middle. When the quarterback has 10 seconds in the pocket unimpeded to throw the football, that's going to happen. You can't expect our DBs or any DB to cover for 10 seconds down the field. It's completely unrealistic. The expectations are insane. Bird actually playing deep safety here. Where is Teray? I don't know, and I don't like it. It's a draw. Get all over it, and we do. You'll never guess who made the play. Big Lamar Simmons. Tackle for loss. He's a TFL machine. He's not particularly explosive. He's not a great pass rusher, but he just always finds ways to bring down somebody for a loss. He's a tackle for loss a game at minimum, it seems, as that's nearly intercepted. Mike Taylor jumped the route, could not pick off the football. It's a big deflection, forced 3rd and long. But man, that would have been a big pick. Big turnover. Couldn't happen. Throw over the middle. Big hit by McBride. Pass caught anyway by Hayes. 4th and 3 punt. Give us the football back. That's good enough from the defense. That really is. I'm a little bit mindful of a fake here just because of the field position. But it is going to be a punt. And a pretty bad one. Not going to return it. We'll get the football on the 20. Read option. I'm telling you, they read the running back every time, but we got to be careful. It's a knee to the balls. 32 ate that one. I mean, he didn't care at all. Continue to block well on the ground. I mean, they are. We're running the ball extremely well right now. Every coach suggestion, because I think air raid playbook that I used when I was the Riverside Royals, Coach Stengus, that's his scheme, right? And we were actually really good. So every suggestion is throw the damn ball, but Gordon makes a move out to the open field, and it's because we went to the left. That's his strength. Extra speed, if it wasn't 82, let's say that was in the 90s, that's a house call. But of course, it isn't in the 90s. It's 82. So it is what it is. Anthony Holmes checks into the game as we approach the end of the first quarter. Take it right up the middle, and that is a really well-timed shed block. Running's working so well, let's get away from it. What I always say, If it ain't broke, try to fix it for some reason. Williamson breaks a tackle. We should have just thrown it on the run. It's first down. We can afford an incompletion there. But I also don't trust Williamson to throw the ball because he can't. But that's just like we gotta be willing to make a mistake in that spot. Not a turnover per se, but willing to just have an inaccurate ball. The run blocking continues to be exceptional, but we do have to mix it up to keep them honest. But I still am mainly trying to run the ball, especially with Garrett Geary out of commission, and our passes are generally really short anyway, right? So, you know, you'd think any quarterback, any person with functioning limbs is capable of making some of these throws, and it's working right now. 2nd and 1. I'm expecting Geary to get back in the game at any minute here, at any moment, but it has not happened yet. Read option works to perfection. Williamson is a broken tackle machine, by the way. Have you noticed that? He's broken sacks already in this game. He's broken multiple tackles. The heart is on another level. The arm is on a level you don't want to be on, but the heart is insane. Bullet to Smith. Love it. 2nd and 7, not exactly a stacked box. We're getting on the move with Gordon. Just get to the left. Get to the left no matter what. 3rd and 3. I thought a screen was smart, but maybe stupid. But they have 3 down linemen. We're just going to run the ball. It's a draw. It works beautifully. 11 yards up the middle, and we have already rushed for over 100 yards. And it's not just one guy. It's everybody. Even Geary has a gain of over 10 on the ground and then was knocked out of the game. But Williamson's been a killer. Jimmy Gordon, Anthony Holmes, and Gordon up the middle. It's too easy. Jimmy Gordon, touchdown. And, I mean, New Mexico has no answer for this at all. Now, they continue to not stack the box at all. They're so worried about us throwing, and that's not something I'm really trying to do right now. As number 3 Alabama survives against number 5 Georgia in what was probably an awesome game. Now, problem for Georgia is when you have stats up there from the kicker, that's where it starts. That's a rough start. That's a rough start. Your quarterback's not even listed. So, maybe some trouble with the dogs at the QB position. And we're kind of experiencing some of those as well. Very different programs right now. We are unranked with no hope of being ranked this year at any time. And Georgia now probably going to drop a little bit after losing to number 3 Bama. Maybe not significantly, but probably somewhat. Ray back out on the field. That was a big drive for us. Forced a punt, touchdown. Really just did exactly what we wanted to do. Here's a pitch out to Ray. Can't take the best angle. I tried to hit X to conservative tackle. It's square in this game, as I remembered after he already ran by. So that's a mistake, but Madden controls tripping me up. It is tough going back and forth on the games. You wouldn't think so, but you know, you get used to something, it becomes muscle memory, and then it's not the same. It's going to be a throw over the middle. No! Didn't even realize Walters was out in the flat. Chris Walters gets 8. We just got to settle back in on defense. We were playing great, but we were trying to do kind of last-second adjustments, and it's not working. We just need to get set and then react accordingly. Although, we just can't keep up there. We're just not fast enough. Miles Horst out onto the field, the freshman with pretty good finesse moves, and maybe power moves as well. I want to play him more, just need to develop him a bit. And of course, in this game, there actually isn't any in-season development, which that's a big change that I think NCAA or the new college football, EA Sports college football that's going to be coming out in 2024, surely, they need to make that. You need some type of in-season development. Because we're playing pretty good defense here, but we just can't cover for that amount of time. Again, the quarterback has all day. We just can't beat the rush. I mean, and Crooks needs to make a decision. They're showing him. He's just caught out in no man's land, actually not doing anything. You gotta do something. Somebody's got to be willing to do something for the success of this team. I mean, that's brutal. Because we covered well down the field, but we can only cover for so long. Throw to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornelius Hayes. Good coverage, but they're just better. Dart from Kirby, catch made in traffic. What do you want us to do? It's a dart. It really is a great throw. And then we're just bitched off the ball. Nobody ever said it'd be easy. We got to just roll with the punches here. Our blocking is incredible. Gardner down the sideline. Block 52. 52's the mic. Got to identify. Now there's an injury on the field. Mario Gardner. Been a very solid return man for us. Now injured. But speaking of injuries, Garrett Geary back out onto the field and backhanding it off. And you know what? Doesn't feel the same. I want Sean Williamson back out there. But Geary does enable us to throw the football if we want to or need to. But again, it's not going to be something I focus on. 2nd and 6. Take a shot down the field. Inoke! Burners! Touchdown! Kahi Inoke! Geary's first pass of the game, first throw back from injury, is a wobbler, but it found the intended receiver. Electric. Height, weight, speed, freak. Kahi Kalani Inoke. Send him deep and reap the rewards. Big touchdown down the field, and this is what we wanted when we signed the explosive, electric receiver out of Hawaii. We brought him in all the way from the South Pacific to bring him in to be a Riverside Royal here in California. We expected him to be a big play machine, and now we're finally seeing it. Correction, by the way, Hawaii is actually the Central Pacific. My fault. My fault. Here's a pitch out to the right. Big tackle. All right, we got it done. Didn't look pretty, but we got it done. Run. Oh, my goodness. What a powerful block shed by Burnett. He doesn't really make too many plays, but Nelson Burnett just dominated. That's a tight end in the block, and, I mean, it looked like it. You know, the interesting thing with this game, and it's shown at time with the speed, but with the power, is that's no good. That's a broken tackle as well. Wesley Price, I need you. Let me finish my thought. I was going to say, not with the speed, as you can see there, but with the power, we're equally matched, if not overmatching, or outmatching, overpowering New Mexico. And our pass rush hasn't always been there, but with the pancakes especially, and that play on defense before the disaster, we've been just bigger and stronger, it seems, which is really odd. Somebody's got to make a play defensively, though. They're driving down the field way too easily. Here's a run. Hines is thrown off. Another broken tackle and a third. And then Walters is brought down. You know, maybe he's the true power runner. He looked like beast mode right there. Didn't end up getting into the end zone, thankfully. That was a big-time run. Here's a flag. Probably a false start on 78. It's going to back up 5 yards. More DB pass deflections, and ideally an interception. Crooks! That did the job, to be honest. That did the job. It's another run. It's just so tough to tackle these guys for no gain or a loss. They love to fall forward. It's a great learned skill for some of these guys, I would guess, but not very good for us. Would like to limit that. Can I actually flip this? Yeah. I want Bird to be in coverage as opposed to being a blitzer. Running back stays in the block. Touchdown. Quick throw. Nothing we could do. Linwood Tapley couldn't react quickly enough. Kirby has completed all but one pass that was nearly intercepted. And Tapley's close there. Just not close enough. Freshman's beat for the touchdown, but it's not just on him. I mean, it was way too easy for New Mexico that entire drive. They're going to tie things up. We got a minute and a half here to answer before the half. We do get the football, so any points would be big. All right, a minute and 21 seconds to score. We throw that. It's the dig to Lingard, and the freshman has his first catch of the game. Goes for more than 20. I want to get Justin Lingard more involved. I really do. It's a good route. He's a good route runner. He's got good hands. I'd like to be able to find him more. Geary's slinging it. That injury might have actually knocked some ability into his arm. And it is a strong arm. It just is historically not super accurate. We're going to get on the move. Try to avoid nothing. Nope, fumbled. Just throw it away with him. Garrett Geary fumbles. I mean, He really came back and was slinging it. We took one hit, ball came out. He can't get hit. He really can't get hit. Devastating end to the first half because they probably end up with points now. You can't turn over the ball and expect to win. You can't do it. Devastating. It really is. How did he stay in bounds? There's so much time too. 57 seconds. Throwing to Ray. Big hit. No catch. Finally another incompletion. That's the big hitting freshman safety, Alex Teray from Iowa. Oh, what a shot. I love when things actually go well. It seems like it's getting rarer and rarer. Throw underneath. Graves catch, broken tackle. 3rd and 3. They're not going to run the ball, are they? No, it's an immediate throwaway. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm going to try a field goal. There's still time for us to answer this. This fumble might not end up being super significant. They get 3 more points. I don't love that, but we can potentially erase the turnover, and we could even still take the lead. 42 seconds. We do have a big deep threat in Kahi Kalani Inoke, so who knows? Who knows? And look at the pancake blocks. I mean, that's a great return as well from Wesley Price. What can't this guy do? They're pressing Inoke on the outside. That feels like a mistake. He wins. Can we get it to him, though? Geary sacked. Losing 11, we got to call a timeout. I really was only looking at one thing there, which was a mistake, and we're going to be sacked again. I mean, our offensive line just can't hold up. We'll try a screen. The pass is caught by Gordon. That's the best we can hope for. I mean, that was a disaster. Drive started out looking okay, but when we really have to drop back and pass, our offensive line can't give us the time, which really does suck. It's a really awful punt. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Please get some type of pressure before the half. You can't let this guy just drop back and throw the ball forever. They're just going to run out the clock. That's fine. Get me to the second half. We're down by 3. I really wish we weren't, obviously, but the fumble just really stings. We get the football to start the 3rd quarter. We're going to run the ball a little bit more. It was working, obviously, but when you're in a time crunch, you can't just keep the ball on the ground. So, second half, we can make something happen. I feel good about it. We are very much in this game. Our defense has had stops in this game. Obviously, we need a little bit more, but our defense has played well enough. Not great, obviously. Not great, but well enough. Our offense has played well enough. It's just, you can't turn over the ball. 2nd and 5. Almost a little bit of a draw there. There's Gordon. He's had a nice game so far. He might be at 50-plus yards at this point. 9 rushes for 56 yards. Does have that touchdown as well. David Meeks has 5 tackles in this game, but that's a good example of why you can't use tackles as a good number to evaluate live linebacker play. Because it's where are those tackles happening, and if they're 10 or 15 yards down the field, guess what? You're probably not very good. Big rush from Jimmy Gordon again. I'll tell you what, I love that run. Whenever I would audible, I would do square and then triangle, which gets you to read option. Didn't even realize we had that inside run as an option, as Gordon is navigating and finding space. Navigating through the wreckage and the rubble to find the first down. Great stuff. Yeah, Gordon's played really well. Love that. Running back open, Gordon. Good enough. Is his screen stupid here? Something I ask all the time. And you know what? My timing was a little bit late, probably. If we can hit him in stride there, that's an easy first down. I do like that play. I've had success with that historically. Not sure we have the personnel for it right now. Here's 3rd and 5. Could be 4-down territory. Throw to Holmes. It's dropped. I need you to not drop the ball. But we are going to go for it on 4th and 5. Maybe should have just kept it on the ground in that case. 4th and 5. This could be a scramble. This could be a scramble for the first. Yeah, we're already making it happen. There goes Geary. You can't take a hit. First down. Play action. Linebackers don't bite. That's a stupid throw. Or is it? Because we're targeting a linebacker. Bullet to Clarence Johnson. Ball came out late, but we got to the read late. We were left to right there, obviously. But that does the job. Bullet complete to Clarence Johnson. Here's first and goal. Give me Ashley. And the human bulldozer. Tyler Ashley does it again. Oh, he's a menace. He hasn't really got the ball as much lately. Season 1, he was especially good. He just finds a way. And as I said, we are bigger and stronger than this New Mexico team, at least their defense. Okay, playing with a lead again. See how that works. Drive really could not have gone any better to start this second half. Just need to be a little bit better on defense. I do want to see our goals for this game again, which of course is not in that screen. It's in the game stat screen. No, it isn't. It's in... Wouldn't be in highlights. Can you not see it until the end of the game? Maybe so. I thought you could check on this mid-game. Why do I feel like I remember doing that? Guess not. All right, well, we have some goals. It's important to have those. We have a few. About DB, interceptions, and deflections for one player. We do have some other goals as well. Would love to be able to check on those. Can't remember if that's even an option. How are you still on your feet? At the end of the day, a lot of it is just about playing well. But we remember Jaquan Omatosho's in here. He's going to like to see a receiver play well. It's a nice stop at the sticks, though. 4th and inches, and New Mexico's going to punt. I mean, given their field position, I guess I get it. That is a tough punt on 4th and inches, but I love it. We get the football back. Do not fumble, please, Wesley. Who am I kidding? You don't fumble. We do need some more receiver yards, though, probably. Don't like any of our receivers here. Geary, can we get back up the middle? Get out of bounds! Weaving, we do get a yard. I guess slightly better than a throwaway, although marginally. Get a first down here. Our top receivers are not on the field, of course. Throw the curl, that's intercepted. What a play by Burton. I mean, incredible. I got to tip my cap there. That's an incredible play. Took away 2 routes. Thought about throwing at the seam. And Garrett Geary has been great today. Check down was open, but it's, it's 3rd down. I just thought we'd have a second. I really thought, because of this safety, coming down, I really thought they were in just like a cover 3 with, the safety buzzing down. And I thought 43 would surely carry this route vertical, which I don't think is a crazy thought. He just didn't and made an incredible play. I'm comfortable with the mistake, with the thought process. But, yeah, I mean, big mistake. Big mistake. Throw it back, Kirby. No, please! Oh, my linebackers. Nobody jumps in this game either. Yeah, but when you have crooks that far out into space covering, good things are probably not going to happen. We just need a mistake. We're not even close. Where is Wesley Price? I don't know why he's leaning inside. There's nothing for you on the inside. Oh, man. I mean, there are very few times I can complain about Wesley Price, but what are you doing on that? What are you doing? Let's get those points back. Gordon's kind of been shut down a little bit more. I don't know how many runs I've shown. He's still having a good game, but, on 1st down, he's not getting 4 and 5 plus like he was. Still, again, not bad, as that pass is incredibly completed. They really covered the screen. We waited a long time to throw that. Geary did a tremendous job of even getting that in there. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure. We get it to Inoke. That's a crazy even thought that we would even try that. What am I doing? What is Geary doing, I should say? That's all him, dude. Got no control. I'm just along for the ride. 2nd and 10. See if we can find somebody. Check down's open. We're going to throw over it, though, and to the sideline. The re-strayed passes is likely going to result in no first down as Kirby drops it. Wide open. Yeah, maybe I should turn on conservative catching. And great, I called hurry up because I was holding Y to catch the ball. Well, he got open. I think the process was good. The result obviously was just not. And we're going to get on the move. They're not covering Geary. You got to dive and get it. The first down's important. Geary puts his body on the line and does move the chains. We're going to go conservative. I mean, less broken tackles after catch. I'd rather you just catch the ball, to be honest. And we're still going to throw. That's an interesting decision. Inoke burns him. Pass seriously underthrown. Tipped up in the air. Still in the air. And eventually down. Incomplete. Geary might need a breather. And for that, we're going to give a much-needed run to Holmes here. I mean, he just didn't even have the arm strength at all to make that throw, and that's a disaster. It's 3rd and 11, but can I rely on Garrett Geary to make a throw here? Slant. Oh, nearly intercepted, but it's completed to Gordon, and there is a flag. This one could be coming back. Indeed, it will be. Holding on receiver John Smith. It's pretty incredible to be holding on that play. That's the biggest bullshit call I've ever seen. You're going to call holding on a receiver on a pass play? So he's 82, right? Where are you saying the holding took place? Right there? Oh, give me a break. That's going to negate the first down because John Smith got a little bit grabby around the waist at the tackle point. I mean, I guess you'd call it, but that's a really tough call. They're going to give us 3rd and 5, though. We might just run the ball and play 4-down territory here. Run up the middle. Gordon, I mean, look at him falling forward. I love it. We pick up the first. He's continuing to have a great game. And I know it's every time you pass the ball, bad things happen. Some good things happen. Completed a 40-plus yard touchdown to Inoke. Trying to recreate that magic. And sometimes that happens on first down. And then it's 2nd and 9. Should we just run? Maybe. But sometimes I'm like, what if we pass? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's really bad. Which obviously we'd look to avoid. Holmes with the big power. It's another first down. I mean, these backs are really running strong today. First down, that's open. Jones looking for another first is just shy. 2nd and 2. Probably should be just 3 straight runs if we need to at this point. So 2nd down if we're getting stopped, 3rd down, and then even 4th down. Ashley with a big block, though, on the outside. Back up the middle. Holmes still stumbling and still on his feet enough. Eventually tackled down near the 5. I love our blocking in this one. I love it. Don't let that pass rush get going. That's what's been good for New Mexico State today. Their run D is not. Their pass D has been. Their tackling from the 2nd and 3rd levels has not been very good as well. So running the ball continues to be our best bet. I know. Just have to do it. Just have to do it. Waning moments of the 3rd quarter. Holmes searching for the end zone. Will be just shy. What about hurry up? Keep these guys on the field. What about I'm holding triangle? We're not going to get a snap off because we're too slow. We don't react. Yeah, close, but couldn't get it off. Maybe for the best. Get our stamina back up. Force it into the end zone. I like it. These gun dives have been good. Back up the middle. Gordon walks right in. Touchdown to retake the lead. Excellent camera work here. Are we in like the 3rd row of the stands? What are we doing? Anyway, be a 4-point game as long as we can drill this, and we do. And our defense has to go out and try to make a stop. Now, we haven't answered enough when we have got those stops. Ideally, it'd be every time, obviously. But that has not been the case. We've missed a couple opportunities. We've turned over the ball ourselves, unfortunately. I think we've played well today. We'll see if it's well enough in the end. Our defense has not been nearly as good as I would have liked. I'd love another DB pass deflection. An interception would be awesome. Maybe even 2. Oh, this is a screen. Did not read that. We defended it well enough, though. 8 yards is fine. It could have been way worse. Throw it deep. Oh, up the seam was wide open. Price! Nearly intercepted. We'll take the deflection. Straight up the middle was wide open. I don't know if the quarterback would have had the arm for that throw. I don't know. He didn't really have the arm for the other one, but that is farther when you think about it, because it's got to travel that horizontal distance as well, right? But yeah, it still would have been tough either way. Although I will say the quarterback's starting to make a couple mistakes. That's what we need. Oh, it's a huge hit. A lot of false starts today. That might be the 3rd or 4th time. I think man coverage remains our best bet. Keep our corners close enough. This is a quarterback run? That looked like a botched sweep or something. I wish I could know what that play was. If that was a designed quarterback run, they should never do that again. I don't know what coverage we're in. I have no idea what the responsibilities are. Taking a shot down the field. Tapley tips it to himself and intercepts it. Linwood Tapley with another pick. Back-to-back weeks now for the freshman. Linwood Tapley with the deflection up to himself and then the interception. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. An absolute thing of beauty. As I said, the quarterback's starting to make some mistakes. That was one. Trust it. Trust the route. Anoke. Broken tackle, but couldn't really do much with it. Is conservative catching the move? Maybe he drops that without it. I don't know. Really good route. He's a great route runner. Hands are a bit suspect. That's his downfall right now. He'll develop a little bit over his career at Riverside, but probably not a ton. Gordon actually makes a move to the right. Can't believe that. 3rd and 2, we're going to keep it on the ground. Look at our offensive line. I mean, they might not be able to pass block, but they're run blocking again. I've said it so many times today, but it's really, truly been amazing. I love what they've been able to accomplish. I think we keep it on the ground on 1st down. Make changes if we need to. But that's good enough. Gordon back in the game. Yeah, even with 82 speed, he's got that extra burst. I can't wait till we have an actually fast running back, if that ever happens. 2nd and 2. I mean, a touchdown probably wins us the game, right? We'd go up 38-27, 2 scores with less than 3 minutes remaining. And things obviously could change. And we know that they're capable of scoring quickly. But we'd be in the driver's seat, no question. Geary, of course, not going to take a hit if we can help it. Run up the middle and looking for another touchdown here, and we're going to get it easily. Anthony Holmes running right up the middle has been extremely effective today. New Mexico really has not had much of an answer for it. 37-27. Could extend this by another point as well. Force them to go for 2 if they score a touchdown. I like that. I like that. Studio update has Maryland upsetting number 2 Iowa. That's a lot to unpack. I'm not even going to get into it. 2.5 minutes to play. We got to stop New Mexico from scoring twice, with one of which being a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That seems doable. And New Mexico going to have to play with a sense of urgency here. Time is certainly not on their side. Throw over the middle. Complete. It's just, that's the problem with man coverage, is we're not athletic enough or good enough in man to actually play man. But if we run zone, we have, other problems as well. I think all we can do is just hope not to get beat deep, keep them in front of us, and that's it. Is this another false start? They got to start making some cuts. Jesus. Just over a minute now. I mean, New Mexico is moving the football a little bit. Oh, big drop. They have an offensive lineman out as a receiver. That's not what you want. I guess the depth at tight end is not great. Oh my, oh my. But yeah, we are counting down the seconds here. I'm so fine with the check down. I'm going to give him the 1st down on that, which feels like a bad spot. It does not let the clock keep going. And is this another false start? What is happening? I'm actually considering calling a timeout myself. Maybe improve the stamina of the defense. Kirby's on the move. He's going to step up and throw it away. And we're going to take this time to call a timeout. Coach Deng is looking as good as always. 3rd and 2. And I would say, hopefully that was a little bit of a stamina boost for us. Obviously, they're going to pass here. Kirby shot to the end zone. Tapley diving on the ground and nothing. Touchdown, Murray's hand. 4th touchdown for Ryan Kirby. Of course, they're going to go for 2. Tapley was out of position. You can't be behind the receiver getting forced into the end zone. That's not going to go well. And Burnett with the interception. That's crazy. I was just talking about him not really making too many plays. I don't know what that pass was. We expect the onside kick. If we recover it, it really should be game over. It's not, but it should be. It's recovered by Stephen Jones. Oh, he took a big hit. All right, just waste time. I'm not sure they're going to be able to stop us, by the way, either. They've not really been able to stop us the entire game running the ball, so I'm not sure why they would start now. I mean, now's when you have to, but we can't sneak through the way we've been able to all game. It's 3rd and 1. James Huffman putting up together an incredible stat line. 3rd and 1. Hopefully our final snap. And Gordon does get just enough. It's just enough. 40 seconds. Of course, they've called their final timeout for no reason. They're going to make us snap it on the kneel. Whatever. Game over. Big win for Riverside. We've beat what is probably a slightly better New Mexico team. They were better on offense, defense, and overall. But we came out and did enough, got the win. 38-33 is your final. Hey, recruits in attendance, come join. Be a part of this. Be a Riverside Royal. The stats are going to be interesting here. Yeah, I mean, Williamson averaged 5 yards per completion. Almost, or over 10 for Geary, right at the 11 number. Did have that interception. Goes 12 for 19 for 133 yards. Rushing, we had 25 attempts for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns for Jimmy Gordon. Anthony Holmes was good as well, had a touchdown. Tyler Ashley with a touchdown. It's an 81 overall fullback, by the way. 6'2", 256. Sean Williamson ran the ball well. Geary got sacked a couple times, hurting his numbers. And then receiving, Inoke, 2 catches for 61 yards and a touchdown. Very interesting numbers. We didn't really throw the ball a ton. It was just so effective to run the ball today. And then TFLs for Nelson Burnett, earning more playing time. Kevin McBride and Lamar Simmons. No sacks, of course. We don't really do that. And then an interception for Linwood Tapley. And deflections for Tapley, Price, and Taylor. Good game. Good game. Coach Goals, by the way, still doesn't show you what you want to see in terms of the recruiting, the recruits visiting. But, you know, I think we did check off some of those boxes. Couldn't get the second DB interception. I want to say that was a big goal. But I still think we played pretty well. So, unfortunately for Jaquan Omatosho, we didn't pass for over 250. We did beat the higher-ranked team and the conference team. I'm assuming, even though they're unranked, they're ranked higher than we are in terms of, like, national championship odds. I'm hoping that's being factored in. Now, we did rush for over 100. That was big. Did not pass for over 250. But big points overall. Would have had points if we beat a top 25 team. So maybe it doesn't count as beating a higher-ranked team, because they're not actually ranked. That could be the case. But we're at least going to get points for beating a conference team for a lot of these, I guess. Yeah, I mean, D-line didn't do enough. But for Olu Cunningham, we needed 4 swatted passes. We had 3, I want to say. We needed 2 interceptions. We had 1. We might not have even accomplished any of those. But it doesn't seem to matter, as we have commitments from JUCO defensive tackle Brock Moore and receiver Jaquan Omatosho. A couple of recruits ready to visit as well. We're in recruiting battles for Olu Cunningham, Walker McCockina to Utah State, Trey Watson and Flo Kelsey in recruiting battles for them as well. So, some good news, some bad news. Good news is we got 2 new commits. Bad news is we are gaining on Joe Jones, but we lost out on getting Makakina. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We just lost a ton of points. You just flat out commit. What are you going to do? Didn't even end up in the top 3. Donovan Anderson to Hawaii. We didn't really recruit him very hard at all. But Brock Moore, we're getting an 82 overall defensive tackle with good speed. Great pass rush ability. This is a great player. We'll have him for at least 2 years as a JUCO transfer unless he declares early, which is unlikely. Great pickup. And then Jaquano Matosho. Just a solid receiver. Not going to blow you away with anything, but just really solid overall. Okay speed. I know that seems crazy, 84, but okay speed. Good catching. Good route running. Just a solid addition. We've taken the lead on Olu Cunningham. Still in it for Ryan White. We're getting close on Patrick Drengo. We're really falling. Or maybe we're gaining on Jorquarius off. Maybe I confused him with Flo Kelsey. Yeah, this actually could be big. He's very close to wanting to visit as well. It's a good player. Good player. What about DeKeithan Casher? Are we gaining on him? We are not. Which essentially means we're wasting our time, but this is a really talented tight end. Do we want to just duck out of this recruitment already? I don't know. I don't know. Could be a decision we make. Capo Negro, number 1. Ryan Cook. We'll get him on campus. We're looking pretty good there, to be honest. And then we've taken the lead with Trey Watson. We did meet 3 game goals with Trey Watson, so maybe beating a higher ranked team actually was a thing. That could have been a thing. Michigan State, South Alabama in pursuit. I'm worried he's going to commit after week 13 to Michigan State. That could be tough. We've taken the lead on Flo Kelsey. Got 870 points. Okay. So maybe I was wrong. We might very much be in that recruitment. We'll see. We'll see. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to try to find some more players to get on our board. And I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.